Any other citizens' participation?
Yes, sir. So I just want to state for the record, Levi Trumbull speaking, and justice for Justin Holder. I know you guys know very well who that is because y'all are being sued by this individual. And it's very clear that you guys have a major problem here in Washington County with controlling your departments and having them turn over records that should be released. So I'm going to ask a question and then I'm going to make a statement. So how much of the Washington County taxpayers' money is going to be spent, these people in the audience, how much are they going to pay for lawyers to represent you guys throughout all of these different civil litigations you guys are involved in because you will not produce what are otherwise very simple records? So the statement is that if you're a taxpayer here in Washington County, your money, I don't know where you guys think your money is going, but I can tell you where it's going to go. It's going to go to pay Justin Holder's attorney's fees, if he has any. I imagine that he's going to have a lot. He's got Adam Gravel and the very fine people who work for that law firm. And it's going to be a disgrace. That's where your money is going to pay attorney's fees and to pay for all their attorneys as it relates to very costly and very vast civil litigation that these guys are going to go through. Lawsuit after lawsuit. Turn the records over. We know that this is a big cover-up, big conspiracy type situation. The gig's up. You guys have basically, what you've done to Justin Holder is absolutely ridiculous with the criminal charges, trying to say that his own property was not his property when it clearly was, because you don't want him doing certain zoning things that he's approved to do. So here's the thing. I have his actual complaint right here in front of me, and let's just take some of it, what he's basically uncovered. Mr. Holder first filed his Maryland Public Information request to the Maryland Department of Natural Resources to the county in the spring of 2020 initially. That's when he did it. Since the spring of 2020, Mr. Holder has been vigilantly pursuing his rights under MPIA to inspect public records in the custody of the Maryland Department of Natural Resources and the county with the least cost and delay as possible. Mr. Holder filed suit against the county and Kirk Downey, that's the attorney here in Washington, on March 15, 2021, one of your guys' many lawsuits up here, resulting in the release of key documents, including what was described as Brady-type exculpatory evidence. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that's basically evidence that proves that they're engaged in criminal conduct and unlawful conduct, to say at the very least. And testimony further adduced that the county had, quote, double-deleted criminal evidence. Mr. Holder filed suit against the Maryland Department of Natural Resources in September 2022, and that suit directly resulted in the release of hundreds of key documents, not all of them as I understand, including Brady-type records that would not have been released without Mr. Holder going through the hardship of having to file suits. Over the past 3 years, Mr. Holder has made a multitude of Maryland public information requests to the county and MDNR in order to shed light on the public controversy surrounding environmental matters, the abandoned branch of the Washington County Railroad, and a quid pro quo pay-to-play scheme in and around the town of Keedysville, Maryland. You all know about that very well. After dozens of MPIA requests to the county, town of Keedysville, and the Maryland Department of Environment regarding water and sewer loans, grants, agreements, and policies, Mr. Holder was able to proffer the following indisputable material facts to the town, county, and MDE on November 14th. So based on that limited document, the limited documents he did get that you guys put him essentially through hell to receive, this is some of what he turned up. This is key. The Washington County government has not performed a triennial review of the water sewer plan in over a decade. That's required by Maryland Annotated Code 9503B. You guys have not done that. Number two, the Washington County government lacks a water and sewer plan that has been approved in the last decade and is as required, again, by Maryland Annotated Code 9503A. At least 6 existing properties in the 401 Keedysville-Sharpsburg Sanitary District are either discharging raw sewage directly into the waters of the United States or operating on-site disposal in the SI existing sewer area over what has now been designated, quote, a wellhead protection for the Boonesboro-Keedysville water municipal system, and that the U.S. EPA 201 construction grants paid over $15 million to install and complete sewer systems in the town of Keedysville in 1988, and 6 properties referenced are all located in the SI existing sewer service area that is represented to discharge through the Antietam WWT in accordance with NPDES permit number, so on and so forth. Now, again, I'm not even going to read them all because I know that I'm out of time at this point. But the bottom, oh, and by the way, Director of Washington County Planning, Jill Baker, falsely stated that she would review the inconsistency with the 2009 water sewer plan prior to submitting a new comprehensive plan for approval. Yeah, same old situation. So I understand that there is going to be other people filing Maryland Public Information requests. I guess you already have. You guys need to stop playing around with the Maryland Public Information requests. And that's, you know what, you're going to pay for it. Justin Holder, he's going to come out on top of this situation. You guys all know it. The people of Washington County, Maryland, they deserve better. They shouldn't have to have all their money go to lawyers to pay nonsensical litigation that shouldn't have to be brought in the first place, and then further probably are going to get sanctioned in the long run. So I'm not a Washington County taxpayer, but good luck to those of you who are.
Thank you. Anyone else, citizens participation?